So what do you see when you look at this chart, guys? It's the chart of S&P 500, March 24th, close of the day. What do you see? Okay, well, you're probably seeing Leo. I don't know about this chart because I didn't take the chart scores, but I'm looking at all the news, Leo, and it's fucking bullish. Leo, it is bullish. I heard Grandma Janet saying she's gonna guarantee the deposits. Slow the fuck down here for a moment. How's this fucking bullish if the talk continues about whether she's gonna guarantee the deposits, whether the Federal Reserve is gonna guarantee more deposits? Why are we even talking about this? If things were so good, wouldn't we be talking about, GDP going high? Wouldn't we be talking about more job creation? Every time you wake up, what happens? Well, another company fires more people. Amazon, how many people can they fire? Well, they just fired 9,000 people the other day. And how about all the other companies that we're not seeing in the news? How about like the small mom and pop shops that United States is really based on, that relying on? Yeah, Amazon is a big whale. They're letting people go. Meta is getting people laid off. There's layoffs every day, every second of the day, all over United States. So going into the next job report, what are you thinking? Well, I told you what I'm thinking about the next job report. It's going to be total shit. It's going to be exact reversal of the surprise report that I still believe was manufactured to just keep the show going temporarily. So when you're looking at this, guys, look, there's a black candle here followed by a white candle. We slightly dip under the level and we bounce out of it. What does this mean? How do you actually interpret this? Well, you may be looking at the news and thinking, well, if they're going to guarantee the deposits, then everything is absolutely fine. We got nothing to worry about. As a matter of fact, let's just go ahead and buy it. Hey, they may be sending stimulus checks to everyone once again to just get the economy pumping, to just get the show going for just a little longer. I'm telling you right now, this show is fucking over. And if you're looking at that little bounce on Friday, okay, you may be in shock what's about to happen this week, okay? It is exactly the Friday when the market doesn't drop where it really should, and when the market doesn't really go substantially higher, if you're buying into the story of, well, they're saying they're going to guarantee everybody's deposit. If things are good, why are we even on this conversation of guaranteeing everyone's deposit? It is the very fact that the market is expecting the guarantee of everyone's deposit it's that very fucked up thing, okay, that they're going to come to a realization in not so distant future. They're going to say, holy shit, things are that bad that they actually need to guarantee everyone's deposit. What happened to, where the economy is booming, everything is great, there's gonna be no recession, there's like all the red flags are here. We could be spending hours talking about it, but I just wanted to show you the chart because sometimes you could be looking at a lot of news, a lot of bullshit out there. As a trader, you gotta focus on just a few key things that are gonna impact the trade. So a move 9 was right here, guys. You see this big red candle. That was the time when we here at 13 Market Moves nailed a 20x trade. 20x, guys. You could have gone 20x on Wednesday night after the Federal Reserve announcement. Now, what's more important, you could have also gone another 20x the day after when we shorted the fucking bounce. Look how precise this bounce was right here up to the blue line. Okay, the market, look, what is this? That's a middle finger. The market is showing you you're a fucking idiot if you're buying calls here. You're an absolute dumbass if you're thinking about going long because of all the stimulus talks, because of, we're gonna rescue everyone talks. That shit is not going to work this time. So the ultimate question is, well, Leo, I mean, this doesn't look really bearish. It doesn't look really bullish. I mean, and so what do I do as a trader? What you do as a trader, you call 13 market moves, because we're going to help you nail the next fucking move in the market. Statistically speaking, when you get a Friday like the one we just had, where nothing really happens, where things are not really going higher substantially, they're not really moving lower, okay? The market presents you with a highly mispriced opportunity. And when the market gives you a highly mispriced opportunity, what do? You get your popcorn, you put a big fat up position on the fucking market, and you enjoy the show. Now, most of you, you're going to be listening to this message right now, and you're just going to get the popcorn, and you're going to be watching other people fucking making big money next week. So if you're sick and tired of just eating the popcorn and watching other people get fucking rich, then make sure, okay, you click the link below this video. Get a Phemex account, for God's sake. The best trade in the world is fucking Bitcoin. We got guys making close to $700,000-800,000 in this Bitcoin trade at this point. If you're just the kind of guy that's just sitting there like, Leo, I don't know if I should be trading Bitcoin. Leo, I don't know. I'm just not sure. I'm too old. I'm too young. I'm too fucking... Get rid of all these fucking excuses. You're missing the best trade in the world, which in front of your eyes are going to make a ton of people to a place where you've always wanted to be your entire life. You wanted to be free. You wanted to not have all these fucking payments, mortgages. I mean, you may be rich in terms of real estate, but that means nothing. There's multiple times in history where real estate crashes, and we're about to go for one of these things in the next 12 months. Guys, we've talked about oil prices that were about to crash, okay? And we are on the verge of seeing a big move in oil prices. It's not going to be to the upside. Finally, all these bullshit analysts on Wall Street that had $100 target price on oil, they're like, well, maybe we should fucking rewind the tape a little bit here. Maybe we should reconsider. Maybe we should cut some of our target prices. So Wall Street is changing their targets on oil, okay? And within a very short amount of time, okay, if you have a longer term outlook, guys, I'm telling you right now, oil will go fucking negative again. And you may be listening to this and you're like, oh, Leo, you didn't go there. How can oil even go negative? Just like the same fucking way it went negative in 2020. In the next 12 months, oil will go negative. It doesn't mean it's going to stay negative. There's going to be an instance on some weekly futures options where oil will fucking go negative. This is going to be your opportunity to make millions of fucking dollars. The question is, will you understand the 13 market moves and the chart patterns in order for you to nail that move? It happened in 2020. It is destined to happen again. Will you be there at the right moment? That is your reason to call us here at 13 Market Moves right now. Get all the fucking courses so you could be ready for a life-changing opportunity. But what we see on this chart right now, guys, the pattern of these candles, we're not very far from this red candle right here. Could be tomorrow. So oftentimes, statistically speaking, we like to observe patterns with 13 market moves. And we like to see, okay, well, if on the third or a fourth Friday of each month, the market doesn't do a whole lot, it increases the probability that the market will actually do a whole lot of things on the following Monday, which would be tomorrow, March the 27th. So March the 27th, instead of getting some of these undecisive action, and it's undecisive action between these three candles right here, which tell you that market does not know where the fuck things are going. And when the market doesn't know where the fuck things are going, options are mispriced. So it's not at times where it's clear to everyone whether things are going higher or lower that you make money as a trader. It's those times when the market doesn't have a fucking clue. You can have all the signs in the world pointing that things are about to fall apart, not just in the United States, but universally. And all these goddamn Wall Street analysts will be sitting looking at it and they'll be finding reasons to get bullish. Well, why? Well, because they have to get fucking bullish, okay? They cannot just go all short. The way all these hedge funds work, they always have to go long on something. They cannot just go short. They have to figure out some bullshit to buy, which in this market, what is there to buy? Well, they've been clearly buying the technology stocks, okay? But they've bumped them up to the point to where it's like, okay, well, clearly we see a good outlook as far as interest rates, and they are going to go fucking down. Probably next Federal Reserve meeting, they'll be cutting the hell out of the rates, okay? And may not even be Powell in charge anymore. It could be some other re-elected guy because Powell just can't handle this shit anymore. Did you see him at this last meeting? The guy's falling apart. Okay, he does not know what the fuck he's doing. And therefore, these three candles represent that situation right now. Powell doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. The market can't figure out exactly what the fuck is going on. This is a perfect timing. The market is not panicking yet, okay? But most of the great crashes, most of the great downward spirals, when you make a ton of money as a short seller, is made exactly as those moments when you get a fucked up Friday like this, where the market is not really pumping, right? I mean, what do we get? A few points high, fucking 10, 20 points high in relation to the prior close, but it looks like things are not just falling apart yet. And that's the point where people are thinking. By people, I mean all the big money, all the big institutional investors. They have to make those decisions. Well, hey, clearly, okay, we're going to get some rate cuts. So can we actually pump here? Okay, I mean, there are actually people thinking that we have a chance to go to 4,500. There are people on Wall Street think that by the end of the year, we could be at 4,800. Okay. If you know all those people, because I don't have time to fucking follow any of these guys, okay? Please send me a list. There's probably 50 motherfuckers out there on Wall Street that think we're going to 4,700. I will do a charitable donation to the fucking hedge funds in terms of giving them a 13 market move scores for free, because they need it bad. They fucking need it badly. And if you are with those mutual funds, hedge funds, okay, and you're listening to what the fuck these people are telling you, where it is clear, it is a fucking catastrophe, okay, the world is absolutely going to hell. But based off the terms and conditions these banks have to follow, these institutional fucking investors, they have to buy something. So something has to go up. So we've recently seen technology go up. But there is a moment in time, okay, where they absolutely have to unwind those positions because there's goddamn margin calls going to be hitting these hedge funds right and left. And then at that point, it's no longer going to be a sector rotation. We're not looking at a sector rotation like, whoa, okay, so they're selling cyclicals. The money is going back into technology. There's going to be a point in time. They're going to be selling banks. That's a fact. They're going to be selling technology at some point in not so distant future. That's a fact. They're also going to be selling cyclicals. They're selling energy. I'm telling you, oil is going to go below fucking zero in the next 12 months. All the arguments about China recovery and all that shit, that argument has not worked, and it's not going to work for the rest of the year. Look, the market is hyped up to where they think we're going to be saved. And the reason why we are not going to be saved this time, unless you are with 13 market moves, okay, is because they're miscalculating the one very important fact, and that is the fact that United States dollar is going to collapse the fuck out. And you may be thinking, Leo, oh, okay, I know, I made some money on gold with you in the last video. You said buy gold when it was hitting 1950. I bought it. Gold clearly went up 56 points. You made the money. Guys, Not all of you made the money on gold because, look, I even had some traders started with me Monday, and we had a fucked up entry on gold. And so some of those guys, despite of the gold trade being a perfect trade in this current market conditions, guys, your timing has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect down to an hour when we're trading weekly options. So it's an art of putting these trades together. But the one simple piece of the equation right now is USD. It's USD, okay? It's the great collapse of USD, okay, that's going to make everyone head for the exit at a point this year. And that point may be coming a lot sooner to the market. Clearly, when the market is so calm, nothing can break. Look, we're not even, like, look, we can't even break a 39.50 level, okay? Because everybody's still listening to the fucking grandma, okay? Janet says they're gonna guarantee the deposit. Yeah, it's the fucking, it's an issue. She is admitting an issue that they will actually have to consider guaranteeing deposits. That means they're actually calculating a probability that more banks are gonna be fucked up. So what is the consideration here? Is that going to make US dollar go higher? Absolutely fucking not. Okay? More banks having issues, US dollar goes lower. US dollar goes lower. I've told you that in multiple videos lately. Okay? Gold goes higher. And you may be saying, well, Leo, but gold didn't go higher on Friday. Guys, I'm not going to... We had a ton of traders sitting around here waiting for a bust out higher, like a huge move higher from this 2000 level. We went, when I posted the last video on gold, we were right here at 1949. We went 56 points higher. And this Friday, on the 24th, despite of all the odds, like, this chart is perfect in every fucking way for a bullish breakout, okay? But again, even sometimes things can be so perfect. You can have Janet Yellen speaking, admitting basically by saying, yeah, we probably going to guarantee more deposits at various banks, basically admitting that there is a much bigger problem within the financial system, okay? They're trying to down talk all the bullshit that's going on in Europe. Oh, Deutsche Bank cannot go down. Deutsche Bank is fucking 2 months away from motherfucking bankruptcy. You watch that shit go down. Okay, so when you combine all these factors, okay, the only knight in shiny armor, okay, that everyone is going to go to is going to be Bitcoin and gold. This chart is on the verge of a breakout. That breakout should have fucking happened on Friday, March the 24th. They stalled it. Again, there is a huge trade. There is a huge breakout in the making. At times, we could face some small failed breakouts. But overall, guys, this chart in gold, okay, gold chart is going to look like fucking Bitcoin chart in the next 30 days. So don't miss it. Just the fact that we didn't take out this 2006 level, 2014 level set a few days prior, okay, does not mean we're not going to take this level out tomorrow. Doesn't mean we're not going to take this level out this week. This is the simplest trade you can put together this year. And if you're missing out the Bitcoin trade, you guys are missing huge fucking money. You need to click the link below this video somewhere. It says Phemex. It's our referral link. You sign up, you trade with us. We'll show you exactly how to put your stop loss there, how to trade the system, guys, do not miss the Bitcoin trade. Don't miss the gold trade. It's valid more than ever in the history of the financial markets. And those are the moments you live for as a trader. But pulling the trigger one day early, one day late, makes all the difference when you're trading weekly options, when you're trading near-term options expirations, guys. This makes a world of difference. Now, some of you introverts, you may be like, Leo, I don't know, I'm just a little scared to call search and market moves. I'm just like, fuck, okay, then don't call. Just go on the website, get all the courses, study the shit yourself. Okay, but at least look at what we are explaining you in the courses so you can do it yourself. Okay? But, I mean, clearly the easiest option is you call 13 Market Moves, you sign up to trade with a coach. We'll show you what we see, why we see it, when we're getting into the trade, when we're looking to get out of the trade. Guys, all of these things, they matter. So, I mean, if you've been trading for a few years, I don't give a shit. You've been trading for 30, 40 years, okay? We have a way to calculate in a lot of instances, okay? And I say in a lot of instances because even the chart could be perfect. Look, we may not get that move instantly that day, even though 99.9% of things point out, hey, this breakout is here. It is here. It is here. It is fucking here. And yet, on Friday, we don't get a break above 2006. We visited a couple of times, but we don't break the fuck out. And that breakout, guys, it is imminent. Gold will break. Now, in instances, we'll get a lower move before we get a higher move. And that has to do with the market structure. You have to understand the market structure. You cannot give up on a trade that is so fucking obvious. Okay, just because the timing could be off by a day, by a two, by a week, okay? You have to stick with the trade. So tomorrow, Monday, you're probably wondering, well, what's going to happen to the market? And I'm telling you, based off statistics that we keep track of here at 13 Market Moves, despite of how potentially bullish things look to you on a Friday, okay? There is a trade here. There is a trade where we could go and actually break this red line in a meaningful way. In a meaningful way would be, we're not going to stop out, no, 39.32. We're going to break it all the way down to 3,900. And when the market sees that, and when Wall Street realizes this, they're going to be like, you know what? Okay? Fuck you. You see this volume right here, guys? It already tells you, big fuck you to Wall Street, okay? They're going to be unloading positions. Look at this. This is a middle finger pattern. You should know this if you've been with 13 Market Moves, right? So basically, the pattern tells you that market is selling off on strong volume, and then it tries to attempt to move higher on a lower volume. Now, this is a very bearish move when we look at the volume pattern. So this volume pattern basically is going against this bullish pattern on MACD. We're going to get a resolution in the next 7 to 10 days. And once we get that resolved, okay, there is a 90% probability we gonna get that resolved to the downside, not the upside, okay? But there's gonna be a moment where you will absolutely have to take action. You will absolutely have to go, get off your ass, find your balls, and put together, 50, 100K in a trade that's going to expire within a day or two. If you're looking at making, anything's expensive, like 10x trade, guys. 100K to $1 million is going to be happening this week, okay, from March 27th. The week that begins March 27th, guys, you could have your fucking breakthrough. So, no reason to wait. No reason to be going listening to a bunch of fucking news. You've been doing that for years. It didn't work. You're struggling. You're fucking, you may be making a couple of hundred here, but then you're losing a couple of thousand here. Call 13 Market Moves today. Grow the balls to nail the next 10x, 20x trade with us. March 27th could be the beginning of a major trend reversal in your account. TRO, trend reversal opportunity. This is it, guys. I don't know if I'll have much time to be recording a ton of videos this week, but what's in front of you is absolutely phenomenal. Options are mispriced. Wall Street doesn't think anything is going to fall apart right in front of a fucking collapse in the system. They can't see it coming. This is a life-changing opportunity for many of you. I sure hope that you will take advantage of it, guys. And if for some reason, absolutely, you cannot pull the trigger on this right now, make sure you sign up, take all the fucking courses so you don't miss the holy grail of all trades this year, 2023, when oil goes below zero. Study the fucking charts. Stop listening to the news. Dare to be fucking great. Let's roll. I'll see you guys in the next video soon.
Trading wins and losses is just like everything else in life that is worth fighting for. You remember your marriage? Man, it was beautiful when you were getting married, but you had no idea how ugly the losses of this divorce were actually going to be. Like opening a business, thinking you'd get rich overnight. But in the midst of it, you ended up maxing all of your credit cards just to sustain that business for a few years before you even realize a tiny bit of your first profits. Like buying a house, thinking it would go up in value forever and ever, just realizing how wrong you actually were when 2008 hit. Like having kids, it was such a great idea at first. Remember how excited you were, terrified and scared at the same time, how much joy you actually had. Until your kids turned 2. Man, the terrible 2s. You thought that was bad until they turned 13, 14, 15. Shit. But you wouldn't change it for anything. You love your kids, no matter what your emotional losses or wins are with them, no matter what your financial losses or wins are. It really doesn't matter, does it? You don't quit on your kids, no matter how tough things actually get. For some of us, it's the same thing with trading. Just think, how long are your kids going to be your kids? The answer is forever. How long do you see yourself trading the markets? If your answer is forever, then you owe it to yourself and your kids to invest in the 13 market moves formula, so that your life journey of trading would be most rewarding and joyful, both financially and emotionally. Live to trade, trade to live. Conquer the world one trade at a time, fearlessly using the 13 market moves formula today.